we had run out of tape. So anyway, this is the Millmans, and this is a card that was sent. Hold on, there we go.
They were in Germany.
That's Charlie, and
I just
wait a minute. Is this in right?
there we
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
Okay.
There's B.
This is a family.
And that's Carol. That Carol Millman.
The Millmans left and went to Germany, and this is
Oh,
a
and
picture.
there is their stupid dog.
Yeah, and this is a picture they sent of Alex with his package in his mouth that they sent us from Germany. Here,
Yeah.
Pat and Janice.
That Janice is beautiful. Look at those beautiful eyes.
This was all in
well,
Rantoul.
they're all pretty.
Here's Carol's dancing recital.
All pretty.
Is that Carol
I'm
right
not
there on the right?
This is Carol right here.
On the right.
On the right,
there.
yeah, all the way to the right.
Looks like Janice there.
And they must have done Little Labner or something.
Who knows?
Now this is the family.
And that's at 530 East Champagne in Rantoul.
East Champagne Street in Rantoul, Illinois.
And I had
We,
had just started to grow.
and we just bought that house.
And here are more of
Uh-huh.
everybody together. Carol,
Boy.
Ann,
Janice
Janice,
is
Sharon.
gorgeous, isn't she?
So is Sharon. Look at that.
And here's Carol and
They're all pretty.
again. And another one of Carol and me. She was a real cutie. Sharon and Janice.
This is
Sharon was at the University of Oklahoma. Janice was graduating from high school. Sharon was being very sophisticated with her makeup and her hair and so forth.
Okay. And then, Mother, did we bring your mother back with us?
Grandmother came up to spend Christmas with us.
Did she fly, or how did we?
I think Daddy went down to pick Sharon up, and
We brought grandmother
and we brought
back.
grandmother back.
Oh God! Look
Janice
at that!
Yeah,
Look at that!
that's
That
it.
is the ugliest kiss.
Sharon was at the University of
Looks like
Oklahoma, and Daddy,
Kevin. That's
Daddy
Kevin.
drove down and got her, and brought
Yeah.
grandmother home with us. And here you are with Carol. You're growing taller
Yeah.
and taller.
And Janice.
And then this is an organ, and so this would have been over at. We didn't have an organ,
No,
did we? This
no.
must have been at Millman's house.
This
Yeah.
was at Millman's.
Yeah.
This Sharon and Janice and Carol.
Now this is Happy.
That's Annie and her horse. She's in seventh. Look at this. She's crying. She's in seventh heaven.
Yeah, that's a tear of joy, Daddy.
That's a tear of joy.
Leave Anne alone. Come on. Here is the
And this is-
horse.
This is her horse. Indy, they call it. It was born on the 4th of July, so she named it Indianapolis or Indy.
Independence. Here's
There
Anne
she
again
is.
out on the farm.
Anytime she
There's
sees a horse, she cries.
And here she's riding.
Yeah, she's in heaven.
She's a good rider back then.
But she's a good rider now. She's 80 years old, 70 years, 60.
And here is Anne and the horse. That is really a good picture of Anne, though.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Come on, Pat, that is enough. Here's Sharon pouring tea out of her little Bavarian teapot that the Millmans sent her for Christmas.
This is in our house.
And here is Patrick with his leather
Must have been a sophomore or
Yeah.
freshman.
jacket.
Yeah. He got his letter or something. Yeah.
And this is Janice.
Now here is George.
The
This
Millmans
is the
were in
Millman.
Germany, and George came home from college.
And this is at Christmas
And
in
Janice
1966.
came home from college at the
And
same
I went
time.
down and picked them up at
and
college.
They were.
and
George spent.
George always spent out Christmas with us while his daddy was overseas.
That was 1966,
Yeah.
and he was just like having another kid
And
come
here
home.
we are down. They are dancing in the.
They're trying to teach Pat and George how to dance.
Uh-huh.
This is Pat and Carol.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Christmas 1966. We had the table set with all the china and everything, all the glasses and so forth. Daddy took pictures of it. And here
Now
are
here, this is George.
Sharon, George, me, Daddy. That's the Christmas tree.
This is
Carol.
February 67. So
Yeah, that see,
I was
each Christmas we would go down. I'd pick up George and Sharon and
Here's Janice. Anne in the background with a book in her hand, of course. Daddy's
Mhm.
sitting over in the back. Here's Carol and Sharon.
what are they doing here?
getting tea.
They're having a tea party with Carol. 66.
But we don't. Yeah, now this is back. There's
Yeah,
a spider on my. Oh, we were making
Oh,
those creepy crawlers.
They were making, and everybody was making them. And here's Pat, Sharon, George,
dancing
Janice.
again. Look at that, Carol.
Carol with a little friend of hers. Cute. This
Very
is this was Daddy's Christmas present. He looks like he's kind of weary there.
And this is another one of the most loved girl in the whole
Sharon
state.
and Carol.
Yeah.
Christmas pictures.
There's a tree clear to the ceiling. Crazy with presents. I think if you could see them close enough, you'd
That
recognize.
looks like your tree that you have up here now.
Recognize some of the packages. Here's Carol, and here's George and
We were
Carol.
terrorizing George, and he lived down in our basement then. He was going to
That's
school.
right. He lived
Yeah.
in our basement. That's exactly right.
And brought Kathy Kane, Sharon's roommate, and George home, and Janice is there, and Pat and Sharon, and let's see, stunt night. Sharon, Janice, Ann, and Pat. There, everybody was.
Oh, this
playing
was
jokes
a
on each
ventriloquist.
other.
I was a ventriloquist.
Yes. that's
And Janice was. I was
Making
on
you talk.
She was making me talk.
And Kathy was kind of overwhelmed with the whole thing. She was just sitting back watching. That's it.
Yeah, I would get all of these and bring them back, and that was in
No.
'67.
Now,
You
Janice,
went down to.
Janice and Sharon went to Europe when Sharon got her master's degree and Janice got her bachelor's degree. They made a 2-month trip to Europe, and they joined forces with Catherine Oliver, and they
That's
all.
Ian, 650
Yes.
Triumph.
And so they all. These are pictures made from England that
And
When they
there
were
is
doing-
Ian.
when they were doing this tour.
Yeah.
And this is Catherine with him.
Yeah.
Okay. And
This is
these are,
a cricket, mother. A cricket match.
I guess, I don't know.
I
Guess
bet
so.
you it is.
Probably.
Yeah, this is still in over in Europe.
So this is still over there.
Yeah.
What is this, mother? Look in the picture.
They
This
went
is
down.
a doggone cricket match. Remember we went
Yeah,
to that
but-
cricket match?
No,
It was the
this
most
is
boring
this
thing in the
picture
world.
is the
That's in
one
Germany.
where
it
the
says.
Millmans went down with our girls
To-
and
that's-
Germany, and
He was stationed in Germany, at Melman's work.
that's right. And Sharon
And
and,
that's what-
Catherine and Janice and Donna
Yeah.
went down to Germany to see the Millmans.
That's right. And they
And that
stayed there a
was-
couple of days, and he outfed them
And here they are in Germany.
with all their food and everything else. Jerry
And
put on.
Here are pictures of them on the trip. They had the Olivers had a little tiny camper, and they loaned it to the girls to take with them out, and they did a tour of all over Europe.
Now this is camp.
They went to Greece. is where they went
Campground or
after
something?
that.
That was a campground, and then
That was in Greece.
I presume that's the little camper
Yeah.
they were in.
And that's in England. That's a cathedral in England.
And here they are inside the camper. That's
Yeah.
Janice.
Inside the
and
camper.
Sharon and Catherine
The three of them. Yeah.
Eating.
doing their food. And here are more pictures.
The
of-
Millmans and the Cummings. So this
At
is.
Garmisch. The Millmans went with the girls as far as Garmisch, and they all camped together there. The Millmans had a camper, and the girls had one, and this is Catherine and Sharon Janice.
And they're, you know what they're doing
They're
there.
writing letters home, obviously.
And this was George.
Sharon and Charles
Charles.
and Carol.
Now this is and this is again.
The,
B, Sharon, Janice,
Janice,
Charles, Catherine, and I think that was
And-
Carol Millman.
Now I like this. This is the back of the Oliver's house. Can you imagine
Yeah.
Comparing that to homes now.
Well, they had a 5-acre estate there. It was
Yeah,
just
boy, that is a fancy.
the Olivers were
In England, at Huntington.
Mrs. Oliver's father was a builder,
Yeah.
and that's how come they had.
And this
they
is
kinda
the
went,
garden. Look at this, Mother. Look
that
at the
was-
perennial garden.
It was beautiful. It was.
Mhm.
They had a couple of gardeners. They had 5 bedrooms, 2 or 3 baths. It was quite a place. All right.
And this is their backyard.
Mm-hmm. And these are
These
are
back,
just-
back
here.
of Rantoul.
These are just odd pictures. Here are
Yeah.
the stockings all hung up on the row, and here's Sharon home from college. There she is again. This is
Anne.
Anne getting ready to go to her first dress-up long party with a long dress. George and Anne with her hair on top of her head. Carol. Daddy. She was smoking a pipe, pretending to play the. Oh, this was the cat that was in the blue bowl
Yeah.
that we have now that we brought back from England.
Okay, now this is some sort of Oktoberfest. This is,
This
oh,
was
is this
at our
Daddy? Is
club.
this you?
Yeah, Daddy was in a.
Yeah.
Here he is with a pink.
So that's why he gets to, he dresses up the bear and everything, Mother. That's,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
all started there.
Carol. Each
And this is
squadron
in
was. That is
Carol.
Carol with Santa Claus,
Uh-huh.
George Millman.
Now this is Carol's grandmother and grandfather.
The
These are the Maddens.
Yeah.
Their godparents.
Uh-huh.
And this is a family. This was one of their weddings.
That was the godparents of Carol.
And this is Eloise and A.B.
And
Yeah.
Jeannie and Alan, when Jeannie and Alan were married.
Yeah.
And here are Jeannie and Alan.
And
And
there's the boys.
Yeah.
Alan, Terry, Tommy, Ricky.
And that's
And
Eloise
Eloise may
and
be
baby
with
and-
the
with the
children.
group. All their kids.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
there
a
it
doozy.
This is
This is-
Anne. Now what is she? She was in a fashion show or a model
She
or
was in a
something?
fashion show at the club, and she modeled these clothes.
Oh, and this is Sharon's house on Linden. in
This is when
Seattle. The
Sharon
first she lived
graduated
upstairs.
and came to work at the University of Washington, and she lived upstairs, and that was where you visited
I
her,
visited in
Pat.
1967.
Yeah.
Now here's Pat wrestling, wrestling for Rantoul.
Look at the muscles on that baby.
Couldn't stand to watch it.
Jeez.
Made me
There he
sick
is.
every time I went out.
Good looking guy,
Oh,
isn't he?
Do you-
boy, I was so.
Do you think Sean looks like that?
No, Sean's not
we
that
have,
good looking.
We have different. We're different. You were. This is your school picture.
Yeah. They were never designed to be beautiful, I can tell you.
This is the picture you had in your tent, Daddy.
Yeah.
This was
This is
this
read
was
it
the
then.
picture that was made while I was still in college,
Still
and I
from
sent
Gina.
it to. This is the one Daddy took overseas with him the first time.
1943.
These are pictures of
I
Daddy
sure wish I could get these.
when he was
Let
in.
me see if this will do it any better.
Santa.
Yeah, not a lot better, but
This is pictures of Daddy. These are
I was a cadet then.
and these are the ones that I had when he was overseas the first time that
Okay.
he had made for that. Shall I move it?
yeah.
Here is Sharon
And she's
when she was 1 year old.
1945, that was taken.
Another one of Sharon when she was how old?
In Oklahoma City.
She was
1945.
18 months old there. Cute. Here's another one of her.
That's down in San Antonio.
right there.
2 months old,
2 months
Janice.
old right there.
And that's in Hobart, Sharon, 1948. That would be 4 years old then.
And these were pictures that we had made August of 48. And Sharon would be
And-
5.
And she'd be a year.
And Janice was a year younger. Another one made in Hobart. Sharon, Janice. Another one of Janice. Here she is, 1 year, 3 months old. Look at the curls. Everybody would die for those curls, I think.
Pretty girl.
They're all pretty.
Well,
Sharon,
we've got this one before.
Sharon talking over the telephone.
Yeah.
Now we've done these two, I believe. Janice, beautiful pictures of
Because I can't quite. This is,
Janice.
Now
doesn't
that's
seem to be focusing
yeah.
very well.
yeah.
Okay.
Flip it. Another one of Sharon and Janice, very similar, made at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And Sharon and Hobart, 1950, colored picture. Sharon and Janice with Santa Claus, 1950. Anne's
Brilliant.
in her christening dress. She was a beautiful baby. Here's Sharon, Janice, and Anne. Three of them. Here is Daddy when he had gone back to being a master sergeant when he was on recruiting duty. And that was before he switched back to the blue. Other children were
This
in.
is Patrick, 2 months old. Look at my hair.
Lots of hair.
Everybody had hair.
Sharon in a dancing recital.
Okay.
Here's Sharon. She's 1951. 44 to 51. She was 7 years old. And Janice was 7. Janice was 4 years old. Here is Anne. Now these are the pictures that
1 year old there.
these are the pictures I had for Daddy to take to Korea with him. And because Pat was only 2 months old, he took this one, and I later sent another picture to replace that one. So here are more, but these are just the same.
We got this. This is
Yeah.
Daddy in Korea. We've got that somewhere else.
This
Yeah.
is the one where he had all the parachutes and everything, paraphernalia on. Now, this is the picture I sent in July of '92 when Patrick was a little bit older, so he would have
92.
or 52.
52.
So Daddy would have a more recent picture of him. And here is this Santa Claus picture. Pat was not very enthusiastic about that little project. Sharon, so we had moved to Sacramento. She was in school, St. Francis School in Sacramento. And another one here of Sharon. Pat and Ann with Santa Claus. We had
1954.
moved to Waco, Texas,
Yeah,
1954.
These are nice pictures. Huh?
These were school pictures, Waco, Texas, 1955, both Pat and Ann. Pat had
So I was in kindergarten then.
Good looking kid.
You were, yes, you were in kindergarten. And here is Ann in Waco, Texas, again, and Kathleen, Waco, Texas. Sharon and Janice, oh, that's a miserable picture,
James Conley.
1955. Janice and Sharon at a dancing
Yeah,
recital.
that's the James Conley Air Force Base in 56.
Janice, 56, and Sharon, 55.
These are all
Anne,
James
56.
Conley.
Ann with the black eye.
The reason we had a side view of her school picture was because she had fallen and skinned the entire other side of her face. Sharon, 56, and Janice, 56.
Waco, Texas. That's James Conley.
Carol.
Carol Maureen, England, 2 months old. Same baptismal dress that everybody else wore. All 5 wore. Isn't she a cute little girl? And these pictures are Anne also.
Carol.
Carol. 1958, Janice. Anne Alconberry, 1958. She looks a little belligerent there. She has her brownie uniform on. Patrick, 1958, first grade,
57.
Alconberry.
First grade.
1959, another one next year, Alconberry. And that's it. Those are the big pictures.
Well, want to call it quits? And
I think we should probably quit now.
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
Sure that.
Sooner or later, we've got to get to your...
well, we got a basketball game to go to, so. All right.
All right.
Oh, I got that shirt in. Do I have to?
Hey, Casey. Do you like this video camera? Wow.
Hey, let's have Casey come in and throw the ball in our room. You think she'd like that?
Casey.
Huh?
Casey. Your ball.
Ball. You think you'd like that?
Casey. What are you doing?
Huh? All right. Here, throw me the ball.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh, just hit me in the old.
oh. Casey.
Here you go.
Oh.
Come over here. Throw me the ball. Oh, good one. Throw the ball to Kevin.
Casey.
Throw the ball to
Here.
Kevin. Hit him. Oh! Try it again. Try it again. All right, throw the ball right at Kevin.
Okay, ready, Casey? Casey.
He's got the other one. Here it comes. Here it comes. Throw the ball at Kevin. Oh! What a corner.
You could pitch for the Cubs. Ow.
Oh! You think she'd want to see that on TV, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and watch on TV. Oh! She is a tough little hombre. Okay, turn it off, Kevin.
Casey. 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 What are you doing? What food? Ow. Casey. Casey. Hi. 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 How are you doing? This is Mr. Camera. Camera. Yep, camera. Papa, what you? Papa, Mama. I can't think.
This is Casey O'Brien at Headline News.
Want something to eat, Casey?
No.
You don't? Are you hungry? Oh, okay.
Hey. Hi. Okay, Shoot. 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 No. Uh-oh. Yeah. I get.
You get it?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's too heavy? Well, we have to go now, okay?
This is goodbye from Casey Headline News.
Is that you on TV?
What's she saying?
Casey.
Oh.
Look, there's you. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who's that? Is it a telephone?
Hello? Yeah, I just wanted Dad, it's for you. I'll hold it.
What kind of a dog do you have?
Dalmatian.
Who persecuted the Jews?
Hitler.
And what was his first name?
Adolf.
Where were you born?
Illinois.
What city?
Champagne.
What was the question? Where were you born?
You got